Hey, so we're back on my very messy island, my Pastel goth island. We are going to continue on this island today, and we have this big empty space. This previously used to be a wedding shop on my island. Now it is just a mess of custom design codes, and I think we're going to try and fix it today. I actually think I might put my museum here, just because I think that'd be good. I'm going to dig up these flowers, because I can see myself using them again. They're roses, and that's kind of like a gothic sort of flower, and they're white and pink, which honestly makes it perfect to use again in this build. I mean, some of the flowers on this island don't really fit my aesthetic, and it makes me sad because I don't want to bin them, and I don't want to sell them because, you know, I worked hard to get all these flowers, but I'm just not going to use them because they're not going to fit my aesthetic. I feel like I'm a sad beige mum at this point. You know? You've seen those TikToks? Also, you have to bear with me, okay? Because I have been to work today. I've worked 10 hours and then had a bit of a break, and now it's 9:45. So I am tired. I normally, when I go to work, alright, I don't normally talk about work or anything on this channel because I like to try and keep my work life and my YouTube life kind of separate, you know. We are gonna have flower beaches again. Can you believe it? Don't you just love this? Isn't this beautiful? It's not. This is a mess. I feel like this is a canon event for every single Animal Crossing player, just having a flower beach, you know? Anyway. So on my usual working days, I work from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening, which, I mean, I get people work longer days, but I get so tired. I just feel like I get tired more than most people, even though I probably could be doing more with my life, and it makes me feel very bad. Look at that beautiful flower beach. Don't you just love it? Oh, this island is overrun with flowers, and I don't like it. Anyway. So I worked from 8 until 6, and that makes me tired anyway, and I usually go to bed sometimes it's been as early as 7:30, which is ridiculous because who goes to bed at 7:30 at 22? I feel like I could just be doing more with my life. I feel like these are supposed to be the days where I go out and, you know, socialise and actually, you know, do stuff with my life. Oh, apparently when a villager looks at a tree, it means there's an item in there. No, go away. It's been 2 years. I time traveled a lot. Oh, I feel so bad. Poor baby thinks I abandoned her for 2 years. I'm gonna go to bed crying tonight. And look, what did I say? I found out this cheat on the internet. Well, it's not really a cheat, but I found out apparently if a villager keeps looking at a tree, it means there is something in the tree. And they are right. And I'm just glad it wasn't a wasp, because that would have been no way to start my video. Anyway, what I was saying is, I feel like I go to bed way too early these days. And it's actually getting kind of late and I'm attempting to make a video. I don't see how this is gonna work out for me. I don't know where I'm going to put my trees because there's just nowhere for them to go. To get rid of these custom design paths really quickly, I'm just going to put grass down because I originally had this flooring and it was going to be, you know, this really fancy wedding shop, and it worked. It looked lovely. June, what is in that tree? Why do you keep looking at it? There is literally nothing in the tree. Why are you looking at the tree? Stop. This is probably the most tedious part of Animal Crossing, is the placing and taking away of design codes. I really don't like it. There's ones here that I can't see. Are you for real? I feel like the reason there's all these down is because originally they used to be transparent custom design codes, and I had them there so that the flowers would stop spreading because it became a problem. And now I have these design codes everywhere. But at least I can see them now. At least I can get rid of them. If they were transparent, I'd be trying to dig up the ground and I'd be like, oh, why is this not working? Oh, there must be a design code here. At least I can see what I'm up against. You know, I feel like it's probably better. A bit like how when somebody takes a really bad picture of you and posts it, some people might be like, oh, I just don't want to look at it. I'd rather not know. But for me, I feel like I'm the only one in this, but I would rather know. I want to see what everybody else is seeing. You know what I mean? June? June, I just want to get there. June, I just want to get rid of that custom design code because it's getting on my nerves. This is the worst day of my life. June! Why are you sat there? She's just looking at me. She's just looking at me like she doesn't care. And I can't even get rid of it because I'm on top of it. Oh, June. I don't like you. Right, can we evict June from the island? This is why I had to ignore you for like 2 years. Because you're a pain. Right. Okay. We gotta deal with this mess. Oh, wow. There's stuff around here as well. Oh, no. Should I keep this cliff, this terrain-scaping? Should I keep it? You could have like a staircase up here as an entrance to the museum. In case you didn't see the last video, I am basically redesigning my island. This is my island, Cherry Bay. But this is going to be Cherry Bay version 2, basically. And this island is going to be a Pastel Goth island. And the reason I'm keeping this island is because, well, one, of my resources, and I don't want to restart, and two, this museum, which you can't get anymore because Nintendo took it away, basically. And I am now making a whole new area for this museum. This is going to be the start of the show. This is going to be the start of my island. So that's basically what I'm doing. Okay, I did it. I finally did it. I cleared all the custom designs. Well, at least the ones that are on this level anyway. I'll tell you what, the idea of resetting my island is just getting more and more convincing. Oh my goodness. June! June! I don't like her. I realise I have a neighbour called June, and I hope she's not outside of my house right now, because otherwise I am probably insulting her. It's annoying. I wanted to get past, and this is why I want to make this path a bit bigger, because right now it's like 1 tile long to start with, and it's just annoying. If you have a villager sat there, it really doesn't help. Basically, I am just going to start tearing down my island. I'm hoping that I'm making sense, okay? Because I feel like I'm a little bit delirious right now because it is now 10 o'clock and I can't deal with it. So the stairs walk straight into a cliff. Beautiful. That is just what we want, isn't it? Now this museum setup is going to be asymmetrical, and that's okay. It probably will be better that way, because nothing in Animal Crossing is ever symmetrical. And to be honest, when I first started playing, it used to annoy me, but now I just kind of learned to embrace it. Honestly, life has been so much better ever since. I realise I've kind of reached like a block in the road at this point. Like, I don't actually know what I want to do with the cliffs and everything, and where I want to put the museum. And I feel like it's because I'm trying to talk about the build whilst I'm doing it. I feel like if I speed it up, it will be better, and also I'm really tired. So like, I think I'm just gonna stop speaking and just do the build and then voice over it. So I'll see you in a minute. Hello, it is voiceover Tori now. So basically here I'm just digging up my flowers and dumping them on the beaches and getting rid of this terraforming. I know, such exciting stuff, but unfortunately it had to be done. So, you know, I was previously saying that it was coming up to like 10 o'clock at night and I was really tired and all of that. Basically, I did a tiny bit of terraforming and then I went to bed. Like, this bit wasn't even on the same day. Like, that's how little terraforming I actually did before I decided to go to bed, because I was really tired. So now I'm just getting some resources that I need from my mailbox. I ordered them from the Happy Home Paradise. I think that's what you call it. It's been such a long time since I've played through that DLC. I can't honestly remember. And I realised that it's kind of difficult to voice over this build because I have taken out so much of the footage. Like, I took out a massive chunk of that terraforming just then. And that is because it took me so long to, you know, like, actually decide the layout for this area. It's embarrassing how long it took me, to be honest. I have cut out a lot of footage, and I figured you didn't want to watch that. This was like just the highlights of it, basically, so you get the idea of what I did. Now I'm getting fossils to be assessed because I wanted some fossils in this build, but I didn't know which fossils, and I just basically went through all of them that were in my storage. So this is like my second build on this island, or this version of this island. This is my Pastel Goth island. I feel like I've mentioned it about 1,000,000 times, but I keep forgetting. But I've done my island entrance. I started to make like a Pastel Goth city core kind of entrance with like car parking spaces either side. And this is my second build, which is the museum. and I like how it turned out actually. I don't know that it's the most pastel goth build in the world. Later I put down some star fragments to decorate because I've seen lots of people do that before, and it kind of reminds me of the era of like the hacked star fragment trees, which Nintendo ended up banning everybody who ever used them, which is really unfair because it's not like actual cheating. And then can anybody remember there was like this YouTuber that got really upset about star fragment trees and would just go around like mass reporting star fragment tree islands? Like, what was that? What was that all about, to be honest? Like, why would you try and rain on somebody's parade just because you're like jealous or something, you know? Anyway, that's like beside the point. I used star fragments on the grounds to decorate with, a bit like in the way you'd use flowers, I guess, but obviously they're just objects dropped on the ground. So this island probably won't be a 5-star island ever, but I'm okay with that. I have some Jacob's Ladder flowers, so I don't need my island to be a 5-star island. I can just pretend like it is. Like, I don't care, to be honest. But anyway, you can see me getting some, are they cedar trees from my old forest build that I had here. And the reason that I took those is because not all of them are fully grown, because you can use this little trick to stop trees from growing if you didn't know this already. But I feel like we're so far into Animal Crossing's, you know, lifespan. I feel like pretty much everybody knows, but if you're like a new player, basically if you get a tree and then you plant like a little nursery fruit tree, it has to be a fruit tree. If you plant a piece of fruit behind it, the tree will not grow from the stage that it's currently at, and it's really useful. Anyway, we have officially reached the end of the build, so I will show you quickly in real time what this build looks like because I'm actually really proud of it. So you haven't seen these yet, but I added 2 inclines. The reason I didn't show me getting them is because I had to go into my sister's account because she's the representative at this island. But I figured here the natural inclines would look good, and I like it being on 2 levels. This was what it was like originally in my previous museum build, but I don't even know if I could classify that as an actual build because it certainly wasn't decorated enough. This is way better and I like it a lot more. It's probably the best my museum has ever looked on any one of my islands, and I'm just really happy with how it turned out, if I'm honest. So that is the end of this build. I really hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about this whole voiceover. I feel like it's kind of been all over the place, to be honest, because I feel like I'm coming down with like a cold or something. My nose is all like stuffed up. It's to do with the job that I work in. Basically, you just get ill all the time. It's brilliant. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and comment and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me know what other kind of builds you want to see on this island because I'm still kind of new to this theme and I don't really know what kind of builds that I need to do yet. But I hope you all have a really good day and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone.